Okay. Hi, Mom. Are you there? Mom, is there anything you'd like to say? I'm hitting enter there. As you notice, it says I'm hitting enter there. That's what came up. I don't know what FS means. Geniuses. Teacher. Take another look. Geniuses, teacher, take another look. It's interesting because my girlfriend is a teacher. I always think of her as a genius because she's so smart. So I would take from that I need to tell her something about maybe her job and that she needs to take another look at something. Highways, resisting, smart, she's a smart, off, cheese. Usually Mom says that when she's saying something about something's cheesy. The thing that's hard about this is it's just me talking to her right now. Sometimes she may not have much to say, especially if she's put on the spot like this as far as video goes. So, golf. We've talked about maybe teaching her son how to golf. But as you see, this is how it works. So if I'm in front of you or in front of a client or in front of someone that I wish to communicate with their spirit guide to, this is what normally I would do. I would just pull up speech recognition. Obviously, there's words coming up that I'm saying, so I got to discount that. But then the words that I'm not saying, well, I didn't say golf. I'll take a look back at the video and say, okay, did I say that or not? But it also takes into account, I may say something, like if I say hello, it may say halo. Now I got Saigon down here and Seattle Opera, so, if I'm not really looking into why this is being said right now, other than just looking at, okay, perhaps, do you see Saigon right there? Perhaps this is someone that was in Vietnam, a spirit coming through that might have been in Vietnam that's with us, and something about maybe they lived in Seattle. Now, it's interesting that my adopted father was in Vietnam, and they actually lived in Seattle for a while, too. So, I don't know what opera might mean, but, this could be just doing a reading on myself, which more than likely it is. See how it says more than likely it is? Now, obviously, I said that. Viper, snake. Not sure what that means. I hate snakes. Oh, Dodge Viper is my favorite car. So that might be what it is. So basically, that's all I'm doing. If I did not, let's pretend that, obviously I know about myself. But, if you're doing this for a person such as myself, let's say I'm on the other end of this, I would say, oh, okay, I can relate. Dodge Viper's my favorite car. My adopted father did this in Seattle. We're not looking at future stuff right now. We're really just trying to connect with the spirit guide. Okay? So I would probably say, instead of this being Mom that is talking, even though she's talking, I would say this is my birth mom, sorry. I would say this is someone from my adopted side of the family coming through and talking to her. Again, she relays the information. See what happens when I get long-winded? Family conduit. And I want to keep this as real as possible, and I hope I'm doing a good job of explaining this. I'm not exactly looking for high media production here on this taping, but I just said like a liaison about my birth mom, and it's interesting how she's a family conduit. Like, she's a conduit or I'm a conduit. Not sure really what I could take from that. And it's interesting. I always like to give the client or the person that I'm talking about to different ways of looking at things. And I think as people in this field, they think there's an Ashton there. I know someone named Ashton, or I actually know someone that knows someone named Ashton. But I don't think that would have anything to do with anything. So I'm not sure what that would mean. Anyhow, I like to give the person a lot more detail. Okay, here's something interesting I just noticed. Michael. Oops, where are we? Right there, Michael. I have an adopted brother that has passed way before I was even born, and his name was Michael. Now, he was 18 months, so that's interesting. But I think this is him coming through. Here's the other thing. Michael Adams. Adam is my real name. Well, my adopted name. My birth name was Anthony. But, so, those are two things right there. I would take that as, okay, this is someone coming from my adopted side of the family, because Mom always calls me Anthony, not Adam. So I think this is a signal that this is him. Okay, so there you go. That's how I do things. Once you connect with your spirit guide, then all of a sudden you can get future things and everything like that. But